Hey, and what's up, guys? I'm Evan1, and I'm going to be showing you guys a really, I wouldn't say technically extremely easy, because you do have to have some rebirth items, and you guys can see here, this is the Swordmaster Spirit. You guys actually don't need this, but I'm just using it because it's really cool, and I just want to show it to you guys if you guys haven't seen it yet. But this is basically a setup to get up, up into these place values. This is actually pretty low for this setup. I just accidentally sent some ores through the setup earlier, and that's what it gave me. So this is actually pretty low for this setup. But this is actually going to break your money. So it goes E plus, whatever it is, with the new update. So he added lots and lots of place values, but you can still break your money using this setup. You guys will see I have this Overlord 2.0 or the True Overlord Device in here. Ignore it. I just added it in here to make the setup slightly better. When I mean slightly, I mean times 100. If you guys didn't know, that's what the Overlord or the True Overlord Device does. It does times 100. But really, you'll still break your money without this. I actually did it earlier while I was streaming, so if you guys were there, you would have seen that. You guys can actually go look at my past broadcasts on Twitch to see that if you want to. But, so basically what we have here is we are doing a standard Morning Star loop. There's probably a lot of videos out there on YouTube for Miners Haven with this, using this Morning Star. We actually place glitched these 3, so we're actually having 6 right here. And then I used my last one, just one of them right there. If you guys only have one of them, that's 100% fine, but you need at least one for this setup. So the first thing you guys are going to do is you also need the Symmetrium, so yeah, this is going to, take quite a bit. I'm not 100% sure if you can use the Atomium, I haven't tried, but basically what you do is you place down the Symmetrium like this, and it will place down 1 ore, okay? Well, what you guys have to do is once it places down that 1 ore, you withdraw it and then place it back down again, and then it will drop another ore. So you keep on doing that until you have, about a steady loop like this where you have a lot of ores in the loop. There's the other ore that dropped from that. So you do that, you loop them around until they flash black like this. And once it's doing that, then you guys need to have your reversible conveyors here when you make the loop. And then have it go into a Wild Spore, and I'll tell you guys why in just a second. But, so then you have Wild Spore, and then it goes into a Teleporter. And then you have your Teleporter Receiver over here. And that will send the ores from there over here. And then, of course, you guys probably don't have a Santa Sleigh. Some of you might. But if you don't, 100% fine, just don't use it. It barely does much of anything. It does times 2, I believe. But, I mean, so that's pretty good. But if you have one, use it. If you don't have one, forget about it. It's completely fine, guys. And then you have your Quantum Ore Cleaner, times 4. Catalyst, times 4. This is the reason why you need the Spore back here. If you guys, can tell there's these particles coming off of the Symmetrium ores. So if you guys are using Symmetrium, you must have that spore right there because you need to take the particles off of the Symmetrium element using the spore. The reason is because if it goes through the Azure Refiner while it has a particle, the ore will be destroyed. So you must, if you're using Symmetrium ores, you must send it through the Wild Spore before you send it through the Azure Refiner. Next, if you don't have that, it's completely fine. Use the Astral Predictor or Austral Predictor. I'm not exactly sure how to say it. Then you have your Pineapple Refiner, your Ore Illuminator, and if you guys, don't have some extra spores, that's fine. Just use your small conveyor ramps right here, or just conveyor ramps is what they're actually called. But I use the Wild Spore just because why not? Then you have it loop around here, and then you use your 4 ore zappers, because sometimes, not sure if he has actually fixed this yet, but sometimes it does work for 4. Not 100% sure about that, but it does sometimes. Then you have your clockwork. Again, guys, forget about this. If you guys don't have a True Overlord device already, you need to replace that with an Overlord device, just a normal one. Looks like this. If you guys don't have the Overlord device, that's completely fine. You can still probably easily get the True Overlord device without the Overlord device. Then you have your orbitals. your 4 orbital upgraders, and then your 3 flaming ore scanners. And then right after that, you must have a wild spore right after these 3 flaming ore scanners, because then the wild spore will take off the flame. And if you don't do that, then the setup won't work, because you have to, get the flame off of the ores. After that, you guys need to have your large conveyor ramps with your replicators, and then that'll replicate the ores. And then you'll have 2 of each ore that goes through it, and then your Tesla resetter. Now here's the important part, guys. Make sure that when you have the ores come through the setup, that this little reversible conveyor is switched to the green side, or whatever teleporter you use at the beginning of the setup, because you want this to loop around again since you used this Tesla resetter, but you only need to have it loop around once. So that's why you use your reversible, because then once it loops around the second time, then you switch it, it'll go into the orange teleporter, and then it'll come into the receiver right here, onto the ore cannon. And this is what you guys need to be doing for launching ores into the Big Bertha, is that you put 3 of the teleporters that are this kind. So I have orange right here, orange right there. You put 3 right here, and then the Big Bertha. Now most of you probably don't have this, but if you guys do have the Ortixicator, you can use that right at the end. I actually haven't seen this work correctly, but I mean, if it does work, that would just be amazing, but it's pretty rare for that to happen. This is the part that'll break your money, guys. You must have the Ancient Temple. A lot of you guys are going to disagree with me on this, because a lot of you guys don't understand the Ancient Temple exactly, but you guys must have the Ancient Temple. You will regret it if you don't. Trust me, guys. And then, Swordmaster's Spirit, if you guys don't have this, probably not a lot of you guys have it. Some of you guys will, some of you won't, but use this Swordmaster Spirit if you have it. I have an Excalibur, I'm using this instead, because trust me, in this setup it is better. And then, if you guys don't have this, but you have the Excalibur, of course, use the Excalibur. Just use the best furnace you can do. Remember, guys, when you're using the Excalibur, to use your Spitfires, because that will make sure that the ores are worth more, or the Spitfire ores are worth more. So that's basically how you guys break your money. I'm going to show you guys exactly how much money I get. Hopefully this actually gives me something. This is going to be pretty embarrassing if this doesn't. Let's make sure all of this is set correctly. For example, we actually need to switch this back, because we need to get it to loop around. So that's good, that's good. Which, always, you guys need to be making sure that this is completely good and nothing will happen. For example, we need to put a wall right over here to make sure the ores don't fall off right there. And then, seems pretty good, guys. So, and for the loop, again, you need to have the morning stars, so then you can get your money all the way up. And then the spore right here. So here we go, guys. We're switching this. Here the ores go. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Just to make sure nothing goes wrong, we're gonna send those ores keep on, to make them keep on going through. And we're gonna watch these and see if anything happens. Hopefully. Okay, good, that worked. We got our ore zappers. And then that's stuck, which is the reason why you need to just barely put, like, all of them through. Don't do that. Don't put all of them through at the exact same time. So those go back through. And then we need to get these ores unstuck, which is, yeah, this is a very good reason why you guys shouldn't send a lot of them through, because they'll get stuck and then you lose ores because you have to jump on them like that. That's a lot of money that we just lost right there, guys, especially because we have the Ancient Temple. Because we could be making quite a bit of money if we okay, so let's send those ores through. Let's see what those give me. Tixicator went off. So we got $0, $0, $0. If any of these actually work, then our money should be broken. So those are those ores. We still have all these left. Let's hope that one of these breaks our money, because there's a lot of ores. So if one of these doesn't, trust me, guys, there we go, broken money. E plus 164. There you go, guys. Broken money. Very easy. We still actually have ores left, so we might be able to get even more money off this. Let's see if we can actually do that. So here we go, sending these ores through, which we actually need to change this. We need to change this reversible right here. Make sure you guys are looping your ores through here twice. So they go through it once, then you go through it twice, and then you send it towards your furnace. So here we go. We're gonna see if any of these actually give me quite a bit of money. We'll see, guys. Yeah, extremely important to use your ore replicators, guys. So once all these are through, there we go. Okay. So once these ores are back, then they will go straight to the furnace, and we'll see if we can get any high money off of this. Even if you guys loop it like half the time using this exact same setup, you should make quite a bit of money anyway. So we're about to also rebirth and get our second True Overlord device to show you guys that this is how you guys should be doing it. Let's see. So 0, 0, 0. We might not even see a money change because it might not be huge. Actually, no, there was something right there. Oh, boom, there we go. We just saw our money go up even more. Our money just broke twice. We just got enough money to break our money twice, if that makes sense to you guys. There we go, we're at 2.49524711807. I'm guessing that's a 132E plus 164. That's pretty insane, guys. So here we go. We are gonna rebirth. A little overview again. Morningstar, big birth right here with the Symmetrium. You have to have that wild spore to get the particles off. And then remember, guys, if you don't have some of these exotics or vintages or rebirth items, replace them with other stuff, or just don't use them at all. This setup is really great. We broke our money, and by the way, shout out to Angel Slayer 154, or 156, actually, for letting me know about this setup, so shout out to him. I actually changed up a couple things in this setup, though, but again, shout out to Angel Slayer 156 for helping me with this setup. Thanks guys for watching so much. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's EvanBear1Twitch, and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is also EvanBear1Twitch, and then subscribe to me here on YouTube. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later. It was just a prank, guys. We are back, and we are gonna rebirth. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! True Overlord Device in the Big Bertha. And we died. So here we go. True Overlord Device. I promised you guys. Completely forgot right at the end of that video. So here we go. True Overlord Device, or that segment, because this is the same video. True Overlord Device. Make sure you guys are getting the ores in the middle when you get this thing. See you guys later.